Hi, parents, guardians. It's Mr. Tillman here. I was making this video because I know that some of you are gonna maybe be a little panicked heading into the last week of the school year. I've received quite a few people asking about how to improve their children's grades, and so you're not alone if you're in that bit. Although I would say that the vast majority of people have A's and B's in the class who are attending and participating, but the point of this video is to talk about the last day for missing work and then also the last kind of big grades that are going on and have already started being graded. So any missing work has been the same all year. Anything that is in student or parent view, your student can redo. So if there's something from the beginning of the quarter that they have a zero on because they were absent that day or because they neglected to do it or whatever that may be, they can still turn that in for full credit. It's been a weird year, so I'm making exceptions. Uh, so just make sure that that is done by Monday uh, after this weekend. This weekend is really a great opportunity for you to check in with your student, making sure that they have the grade that you guys are all going to be happy with going into the summer. There's really no reason that people can't pass or people aren't passing because pretty much all the work has been done has been done in class. There's been very little outside of class work. So um, and that includes the projects that hopefully none of you are hearing about for the first time. But that's kind of going to be the focus at the end of the video. So Monday, I believe that is the 17th uh, uh, of May. That is the final day I'm accepting any late work whatsoever. So if you reach out to me after checking grades on Tuesday next week, it's going to be too late to improve grades. So Monday is going to be the final day. Give me some patience. I have a lot of students turning in missing or late or incomplete work or redoing grades. So definitely make sure to meet with your student to talk about what the grades are and make a plan for them on how to improve their grades. We have been working for the last 2 weeks in class, along with some other things, but we've basically been hitting these capstone projects, and I know many of you guys have had to go with your students to Walmart or Hobby Lobby and buy a scrapbook, or maybe your student asks for some paint supplies or some coloring supplies. If don't panic yet if you haven't heard about this because they've really been given a lot of time in class to do this. So we've been working on it for 2 weeks, and they've had, I would say, in most cases, they've had at least an hour, if not an hour and a half per day to work on these projects in class. So if we take that in 2 weeks, they've had, at least my quick math is at least 8 hours in class to work on this and complete it. And um, I highly encourage you guys. I've already graded the first project. Those grades will be in the grade book. Most students did extremely well on that. So breathe a sigh of relief, mom, dad, or guardian, and that your student probably did great on the project. I was really really impressed. But project number two is due on Monday, just like all the light work. So um, some of the students have chosen to do their topic two first or their topic one first, um, but that's not really the point of this. So they've had tons of time in class to do this, plenty of time. But I have noticed when looking at our second projects, there are some students who really haven't gotten very far. And hopefully today in class they'll get a lot done. But I want to make sure that you guys ask your students. There's not going to be time on Monday really, except for some finalizing of things. And I don't want there to be a surprise lower grade after this weekend because somebody really didn't get their project done. Um, so there's that, and also talk about an extra credit option for your students. And if you guys, if even project number two is not even started, and all the missing work, this could be done over the weekend as a family activity. I know that's not what you want to do as a family activity, but whatever you need to do to help your student finish strong. So there are lots of different options, and this is in Google Classroom. Your students know where this is. If they don't, I've physically shown them where it is, and they've all completed it and filled in things. So they know where it is. Just press them about it. If they said they don't. So a lot of students are choosing collages or slideshow presentations or scrapbooks. Those are the real kind of the three that everybody's doing. Um, so they've got a lot of different projects here. And I would just ask your student to show you, not that they click the turn in button, but ask to see their projects. Project one, there are lots of them that are really, really cool. Project two, you may find that it doesn't really look like a completed project, and that would be something that you need to help them. Extra credit. I have told students they are required to complete two projects, but if they do a third one, that might boost their grade a little bit. So if you are somebody who is, you don't want to necessarily track down all the different exit tickets they haven't completed, or they're telling you they don't know where they are. Hey, you know what? If we can't chase it down, we're doing another research project. So again, this is something they could do I think, uh, pretty efficiently if they had some parent supervision, some parent encouragement. Uh, you know, hey, taking the power cables and the controllers away from their favorite console system might be the motivation they need. Um, so yeah, they can complete an extra credit of really any topic that we've covered. Here's the list of topics all the way from the Enlightenment to the Gulf War. And hey, choose something that you're interested in and work through that with your student. Obviously, this is not required. I'm a history and social studies nerd, so I would enjoy doing this with my daughter. But maybe that's not your jam. Maybe you don't want to do it. Then maybe you just sit and read a book and make sure that they get their work done. I don't know. But it's been a truly exceptional year. Um, very few students are failing. If your student is failing, I would ask that you have them show you their projects, because this is going to be a huge swing for their social studies grade. And then that extra credit could work for either their social studies or their ELA grade. So these are kind of the general overview. I just wanted to let you guys know, hey, there is a project. It can be completed entirely online, but it is due, and all missing work is due on Monday. If you have questions about that, please email me today or tomorrow. I will check my email on Saturday, but Sunday is getting a little bit too late. We've had all quarter, and Monday is definitely too late to be reaching out and asking clarifying questions and things. So I hope this makes a little bit more sense. I hope this isn't scaring anybody. I hope that you guys have a little bit more, you feel a little bit more empowered and able to help your students if they do need the help in completing these. And again, they've had, lots of hours to complete these projects. Many students are completing these projects in less than 2 hours. Um, both projects actually in less than 2 hours for more motivated students. Um, so this is definitely something that they could complete, and especially those extra credit projects would definitely be helpful. So they're going to have a bunch of time in class today. They'll have not really any time in class on Monday, but they've got all weekend with you. So please encourage them to finish strong. Thank you so much for your support of me and of your students. And again, reach out if you have any questions in responding to this email. So have a wonderful weekend. We're almost there. We're almost to summer. And then we can all breathe a sigh of relief and hopefully come back in a normal circumstance next year. So if I don't hear from you, happy end of the year. That's a weird thing to say. And enjoy your summer.